one of contingencies. And in Southern California, we have a period called the contingency period. There are two specific dates that you have to consider as a buyer and as a seller to be keeping an eye out for. And when your agent's really good, they're gonna make sure that these things are taken care of and keep it as seamless as possible. But I think that it's important for every buyer and every seller to be aware of these dates, because these dates can cost money, essentially. As a home buyer, you have 17 days after you open escrow, after you have an agreed upon contract, okay? So day 0 is the day that everybody signs agreement, okay? Day 1 is the following day. So after 17 days, when you have the 17-day window, you have your home inspection, seller disclosures, title disclosures. We have, you go over the HOA docs. You go over if the home's in an HOA. You go through, like I said, your home inspection, and you have your appraisal ordered and the appraisal completed. So these things all have to happen well within the 17-day period, because on day 17, as a home buyer, you're gonna say, I'm removing my contingencies, I'm moving forward with the house, I wanna buy it, I've read your disclosures, everything's cool, we're moving forward. So you sign off on your 17-day contingency. Day 21 is when you sign off on your loan contingency. So by day 21, everything has to be into your lender, everything that your lender's required. You need to be 100% confident signing your contingencies that this is the house you're gonna buy and you're moving forward. If you decide on day 29 that you want to cancel the agreement and something happened and you decided you're not going to buy this house, then your earnest money deposit is in jeopardy of being cut by the seller. So the contingency period is definitely super important. It's something to be aware of. Now, as a seller, your agent, the listing agent's job is to be sure that the buyer and the buyer's agent are doing their due diligence within their time periods and signing their contingencies or canceling the agreement. If the buyer decides they don't want to move forward before they sign off their contingencies, then they have that time period, because the contingency period is, I'm going to buy this house unless something comes up in my inspections or something happens and I decide I don't want to buy it anymore. Then they can take their earnest money deposit from escrow and they can walk. They're free to do that. In all of California, that's the way the contract is written. So that's the contingency period time frame. If you have specific questions about this, please feel free to reach out, comment below, or send me a text message or an email. I'd be happy to answer.